Hi guys, I am still with Kadri. Actually, I shouldn't even call her Kadri. I should start with Her Excellency, Kadri Humal Ayal. She is the Honorary Consul of Estonia in Kenya. And, you know, earlier on you mentioned, Kadri, that your technology allows or has enabled an e-citizen platform that enables you to do everything online. So in Kenya, we have e-citizen. And I can go and apply for my driver's license. I can apply for, or at least begin the process of applying for my passport. I think probably just enter my details and that's about it. I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know whether you've had an opportunity to interrogate our system or at least know what it has and can and cannot do. And if you can share perhaps the differences and maybe areas where our system needs a bit of more enhancement to get us to the level where, you know, the tax guys are connected totally and we're all on e-citizen from all aspects.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. So first, I think there's important thing to understand the difference between a digital platform that allows for data entry,
okay,
and the digital platform that connects to fully digital databases.
Mm-hmm.
Because e-citizen, the Kenyan e-citizen platform, is where it allows you to enter some data in order for you to make requests for particular types of services. But behind there is still a human being who in his or her computer will see your request, will need to go to the paper files to confirm whether you indeed are entitled to have a driving license, whether indeed you're a Kenyan citizen, whether indeed you are entitled to whatever service you have applied for.
Right.
And so the moment there is that human interaction, it ends the system being secure.
Yeah.
It ends the system being actually verifiable, and it stops the system from being efficient. So Estonian government portal does not have any human interaction. So in Estonia, so I use my ID card with a chip to plug into my ID card reader.
That's an ID card reader.
So this is an ID card reader, and so if I wanted to access anything, I would plug into my laptop.
Wow.
And then it has specific security keys with which I can identify myself and with which I can request for any communication or information or make a request in the system.
Can you give me some examples of requests that you'd make?
Oh yes, sure. Like for example, I can make a request for my child's school to be changed from school A to school B. I log in, I make that request in the system. A request I can make, for example, is for a new ID card, for a new passport. All of that gets generated in the system. It is connected through a platform that is called X-Road. It's an interoperability network where all the databases in private sector, in government, the banks, the telcos, the utility companies, all of them connect on the same system. And of course there are security servers and layers that ensure that all communication is secure.
Yeah.
Everything is encrypted to the extent that Estonian systems have never experienced the kind of hacks that have been experienced in the Kenya Revenue Authority or some others that maybe are not mentioned. And so Estonian system is secure in that form. And equally, it allows for a single form of sign-in, which means that no matter who I am within Estonia, all I have is the same ID card, but the ID card also identifies me and says, am I the president of the country? Am I a police officer of a particular rank? Am I an immigration officer of a particular rank? And with that would allow me to have access or not access to information that is connected over the X-Road itself.
So if I steal this,
yes,
you know, I snatch your handbag and somehow I have an e-reader, whatever you called it, and I plug it into my machine.
You don't have my codes. So this...
Where are your codes kept, and can somebody have access somehow to them?
No, it's like your PIN number for your M-Pesa. But mine, I have one set which is to identify myself, and I have another set as my signature. And so...
So how do old people remember this stuff?
But do you remember your M-Pesa PIN?
No, but you see, there's so many logins. There's my Gmail login. There's my all these different login and passwords that I have to have.
But you see, this is something that I use daily, in the sense that, I mean, the same way as you use your M-Pesa PIN daily.
Okay.
It's not something that you do once in a while, because all services, like for example, if I want to check my electricity bill, I plug in, I log in, I check. Can you pay online as well? Of course, of course.
All on the same platform?
See, yes, because with the same card, I log into the bank to do my bank transfers. That's why I said in Estonia 95% of bank transactions are all done online.
I'm scared about that transparency. Like, everybody knows, well, the government knows everything, if they know everything about me, basically, if I was an Estonian.
Yes, but you see, the reason why you feel that you're afraid for your privacy is because you feel that people will take opportunities of them having access. Yeah. So now let's take the scenario right now. So Rina, we are standing here together with you right now. Do you know that there is somebody who's right now in your house, has gone to pull out your file, and they are right now extracting pages from it. They are making photocopies. And do you know, at the very same time right now in your doctor's office, there is a nurse that is reading your personal file.
Yeah, because she has access.
She has access.
So this is,
and you don't know that. You see, the big difference is right now you're standing here and you have no idea of what is taking place with your immigration file in your house, with your medical file in your doctor's office, or any of the sensitive documents that you have. But in Estonia, everything is digital. And everything leaves a fingerprint behind. Meaning that, first and foremost, if I was an immigration official, if I had the right, because you see, first and foremost, I would have to have the right to look at your file. Okay. And if I looked, it would leave a footprint. And you as Rina, when you log in, you see, oh, so-and-so looked at my file. Okay. And in Estonia, you would query that. If right now you're not applying for a new passport, you're not applying for a passport for any of your children, and you have just not come in through the borders. That officer has no right to look at your file. And in Estonia, you would query that, and within 7 days, the officer would need to provide a response or get prosecuted for overstepping their rights. The same would apply for police, to look at anything to do with your driving license, to look at anything to do with your car registration, to look at anything to do with you carrying firearms, etc. The same would apply to doctors. If your doctor has no reason looking at your medical file right now, today, and you can see that they have looked, you query.
What about, what do you call it, identity theft? Because that's big. Like, I think in the US, people are very afraid about, you know, people coming in and stealing and pretending to be stealing your records, finding out more details about you that's online, and posing as you and taking advantage of that. Is that possible?
You see, because similarly to Kenya, US has not implemented this X-road, what we call the interoperability layer, with a single login facilitation. Because in US, the thing that everybody is afraid of, oh my gosh, you'll have my ID number, and with that ID number you'll have access to who I am. When you steal this chip here only contains the data relating to my ability to log in. It does not contain anything to do with my person. The ID number that you see here does not give you access to anything at all, beyond you seeing my ID number and being able to figure out possibly when I was born. Apart from that, there's nothing else that you get from this. Okay. And so this is the reason why Estonian online systems are as secure as they are. And that's why Estonia actually has a standing bounty available for anybody who would hack into Estonian systems.
Wow.
Estonia organizes international hackathons, inviting people, all the hackers from across the world, to come and hack into any of the Estonian government installations.
Amazing, amazing. This has been very, very helpful and very, very informative. I still have a few more questions. So do share these videos. If you know somebody in government, you know the top officials and the others below them, please share this video with them. Tag them and let them know just the possibilities that there are for some of the things that they have already begun to do for this country. I think we can do so much more by learning from some of these stories and countries. And thank you so much, Kadri. Keep watching, guys, and subscribe. Thank you.